Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have some special case. This Xbox One S was never, since when they purchased it over 6-7 years ago, they never did any cleaning or anything like that, and the client keeps saying that they had an infestation of the cockroaches in the room wherever they had it. And this some lucky reason the Xbox still runs, but it sounds like a jet engine. So we're gonna open it up and see what's going on under the hood and who won. The Xbox is gonna win or the cockroach gonna win. And as we can see, this one was never opened because the seal is still, the warranty seal is still intact. To remove it, first we gotta put something underneath. Alright, so we're gonna open it up and see that what happens if you don't clean your Xbox and what happens if you have an infestation of the cockroaches. Right. And to open it up, first we're gonna remove this thing here. We're gonna grab a metal spatula, we're gonna put it right underneath, and we're gonna just make it like this. And we are gonna open it up like that, the back. I already see parts of the cockroaches are coming out. Nasty, nasty. Alright, we're gonna grab the back end, we're gonna stick it there, and we're gonna snap it open like that. And holy crap, they are coming out like it's a cockroach poop, eggs, whatever you call this one. Never seen something like this, I swear to God. Holy crap. Can you believe that? It's like a legs and tails and eggs and a toothpick. Jesus Christ. Over 17 years of servicing, never seen something like this in my life. I've seen lots of it, but nothing near like this one. I don't know how is it alive, I swear to God. Holy mother of Jesus. Can you believe this one? This must be the dirtiest I ever seen. I can see cockroach everywhere. Alright, let's continue. I'm not gonna... I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna leave this cover to one side. I'm gonna bring it like this so I can shake everything down. Oh boy. So, alright, I'm just gonna clean it up, clean the table a little bit. And so I don't wanna put it right on top. So let's grab a little towel here. Alright, I cleaned up as much as I could. Now we're gonna grab a torque screw, torque 8 and torque number 4. And we're gonna remove the green screws and remove all this. It smells horrible, I swear to God. I feel like I'm gonna die. Alright, so let's put the two screws to one side and we are gonna open up the back end like this and there is some alive still in there. There's some alive cockroaches still in there. Okay. As we can see, This is not something you want to deal with. Look how thick and horribly it is. I really don't want to open it. I really don't want to open this. This is by far the worst one I ever seen in my life. Oh, Jesus. I never seen anything worse than this. So, this is the how worse it can get. This is the worst. So what I'm gonna go, take it outside. I'm gonna blow some air through here and remove the excess of the thing. I'm gonna use a compressed air. I'll blow everything else and I'll be back right after this. Alright, all I did, I took it outside and I blew compressed air and I removed as much as I could. And I cleaned up with a toothbrush the excess of the dust and everything. Now I'm gonna flip it upside down and we're gonna remove the components. We are gonna remove the big screws first. I mean the chrome screws. So remove all the chrome screws you see on the bottom. Now we are gonna remove the black screws in here on the front. Then the 3 screws on the side panel. All the screws are the same size and height, so don't worry about mismatching them. Once you remove these screws, you want to pull this side panel up. And the front panel, you want to pull it close to the jack here in the middle. Don't yank it from this side. Again, use a really tough brush to clean up the board. You can see a cockroach still. So bring the hard drive, remove the jack, remove the SATA connector. You want to pull up everything is pull up. Remove the DVD drive connectors. Lift it up. We still gotta clean it up. So I'm gonna take all this outside, use a toothbrush again to clean everything. The power supply comes out, and I still got some cockroaches in there. So remove the power supply connector. There's a tiny hinge on the side, so you want to push that hinge to the inside and pull the cable at the same time, so you can release this cable clip. Okay. Remove the front. This is the risers that are coming here. Lift it up, bring it upward. This one is broken, but it's okay. That's the riser. Remove the clip in here in the front. It slides upward. Now we are gonna flip it like this, and we are gonna remove these 4 screws for the CPU and GPU clamp. Again, these black-headed screws are the same size as the rest. Alright, I'm still getting drops. Now we're gonna lift up the board from here from the front side, bring it up. And there we have more cockroaches. Okay. Let's put everything inside here. So we can take it outside and use a toothbrush and clean it up. Now we're gonna remove this clamp here. So first let's pull the fan cable outward. To remove this clamp, I use a pointy screwdriver. Or grab any screwdriver, just file it down to make it nice and pointy. You're gonna stick it at the back of these connectors and we're gonna release it. Just like that. Do cross each other. There we go. There we have it. Now you can lift up this X clamp and lift up the CPU. And tell me that's not the worst thing you've ever seen. I'll take this one outside. I'm going to spend a few minutes to clean it up. And once I clean everything, I'll be back and we're going to repaste and clean it up. I took everything outside. I disassembled the fan system, everything like that. And let's see, let's put this one back together. And this one just has a little tiny clips on the side. You just snap on these two clips and you can remove it. And I wash the heatsink. The fan, I use a towel to clean it, microfiber towel. And I haven't touched the thermal paste. The power unit, I blew some air through it, cleaned it up, hard drives, everything. The casing, I washed the cases that didn't have any electronics and I left them to dry. Now we're gonna remove the thermal paste. We're gonna grab a little bit of, here's my last one, a little bit of the workshop towel. And we're gonna spray alcohol, isopropylic or isopropylic alcohol on the CPU and on this one, because this one is really dried out. So we're gonna leave it there soaking a little bit in an alcohol. And then we're just gonna be careful with the capacitors. As long as you clean the crystal die, you're more than fine. You don't need to go around it and clean it. And just for the heck of it, gently, I'm just poking, so letting the alcohol do the job. I do wanna remove the thermal paste. I'm gonna spray some more on top. And I'm gonna let that one soak in. I'm just letting the same weight of I'm just doing it gently. I'm not pushing, forcing it. But you don't want to damage the components around it. Now let's go ahead and do the heatsink. Because the thermal paste is really dried out, so that's why I'm doing like this. Otherwise it will be easy to remove using a towel. So there's nothing right on the big surface right in the middle. You don't have any bumps of the old thermal paste. And once it's cleaned, now you can use that toothbrush on this one to remove the excess in the garbage can. I'm just gonna wipe over nicely. This is nice and clean. We're gonna apply the thermal paste, one drop in the middle or one line. You can be generous, don't be too scared to put a lot. And now what I'm gonna do, I know that the fan cable goes in there, so it has to be in this position. So I'm gonna sit down the fan like that, and I'm gonna bring this, I need to prepare my X clamp right here. And I'm gonna align the risers right through the hole. Once it's in place, I'm gonna clamp it right in there. Bring one side, clamp it, push really hard on it so it clamps in place. Once it's nice and clamped in there, you're gonna bring it like this, and you're gonna connect the fan connector jack right in there. Alright, now we're gonna grab the bottom casing. I washed the bottom casing so it's nice and washed. We're gonna grab the motherboard. We're gonna tuck in the I/O side, the back end, where all the ports are, and we're gonna set it down in here. Make sure it goes through nicely. If you want to put this clip, put it on. If you don't. The clip in the front is not unnecessary, but you could put the risers in front of the fan. It goes the other way around. There we go. You're gonna grab the DVD drive. We are gonna bring it over. We are gonna push down. Alright, now we do this one in. Power supply, bring it like this. First push down the connector in there. Bring it like this. And put it in place. Nice and snugly right there. Grab the hard drive. The connector goes like that. The power. Set it down, make sure nice and snugly right there. Grab the top cover that you already cleaned up and washed. There you go, look at the difference. You're gonna put the top cover straight over and make sure it stays in place. You're gonna flip it upside down and we're gonna put all the black screws, 4 black screws on the X clamp and the chrome screws wherever you can find a chrome screw hole. You're gonna place it right on top. This is 1 screw. So with the bottom screws, we're gonna grab the front panel. We're gonna snap it right on top. And we're gonna put the 4 screws right over. And we're gonna put the side Wi-Fi board and the 2 screws or 3 screws for this one. For 1 screw should be more than enough, but I guess you need 3 screws to hold a tiny board. Now all you need to do is to grab the top cover that you already cleaned it up, bring it up like this in 45-degree angle, put it right on top. You want to open up the side, make sure it's nice and snugly. Now you want to put the big screws right in there wherever you find a screw hole. They are marked with an F, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. And then you want to tighten up these screws. And the last thing down here is to grab the bottom cover, align it right over, and then push the side and the front, and it should go in its place. And there you go. Do last cleaning on the top cover, and that should cover up this video. And this is why you should be careful with your consoles and do your own servicing once in a while, every year, year and a half, to prevent these accidents. I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you want to support the channel, you can click that like and subscribe. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next videos.